Alright guys, so I got the motor in, got the down pipe on. Not down pipe, the turbo piping that wraps underneath and over for the passenger side. When I was building this pipe, I had the 240Z oil pan instead of the 280ZX. For the people that know, the 280ZX oil pan sits further back. So if you can see from where I'm pointing, you can see that very little gap that I have between the exhaust and the oil pan. So that's sitting real too close to the oil pan. I know you can wrap it and put some gold tape, reflection heat tape on the oil pan, but I'm really trying to avoid heating issues. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upgrade. Not only am I gonna upgrade and reroute this pipe, but I'm going stainless steel Environment Performance. Pretty excited the fact that I'm starting over and actually using some good brand. So what I'm gonna do is route the exhaust coming forward down to a 45 degree, 90 degree down underneath the motor, and then another 90 degree between the alternator and the subframe. So it's gonna come right up and it's gonna sit closest to that, but for up front. So I'm excited to have the turbo more up front. That way I have enough space for my downpipe for a 3-inch or 2.5 inch, depending on what style I use. But yeah, I'm excited. This is a good thing. Might as well get it done right than freaking stress about it later. So, all right, guys, here we go. Another thing that I'm excited about upgrading this exhaust is the T3 flange that I decided to spend extra money on. It's the T3 billet to a 2.5, and the Vibrant 2.5 stainless steel sleeves right beneath this flange and real snug. So welding this is gonna be real easy, real clean, and it's gonna look real nice in the end results. So pretty excited to purchase this. This was only like 30 bucks. I bought two. Shipping, total, everything was like 80 bucks. I'll put down the description link down in the description box, and that way in case y'all want this setup as well. Cool. as far as the rear end, if y'all forgot, I am running S13 rear end. I did this about 3 years ago, and I'm actually surprised with the work that I did 3 years ago. It actually looks pretty good. Little things I'm gonna change, but other than that, I am gonna do a video, a full rebuild on this of this rear end. I do have an LSD rear end differential, so pretty happy I could be doing some little burnouts. So, and what I mean by rebuild, I'm gonna do all the bushings, everything's gonna get powder coated. Yeah, it's gonna look real nice. It's gonna look real cool once, especially when it gets on a lift. It's gonna look real nice. Interior. Y'all seen the Flock dash kit? The Flock dashboard. It's complete. It looks nice. Speed HUD gauges are coming soon. Seats are coming soon. I'm gonna surprise y'all on the type of seats and steering wheel that I'm gonna use. I got the full new carpet interior, black. I'm gonna do something special with the headboard liner. So still trying to figure out if I'm gonna reupholster these. These are like in very good condition, so I may not even mess with these. I may just save these for someone that needs the matching interior, because these are in very good condition. I do not want to mess these up or either paint them black. So what I'll probably do is find some black ones, or maybe someone wants to trade me, let me know. But these are in very good condition. Roll cage, I may do a bolt-on roll cage in the future. Right now I'm very excited to get this going. And yeah, this interior is pretty messy right now, but it's gonna look so different once it's complete. Got a lot of parts for this car, man. It's just gonna look real nice once it's complete. But next thing I'm gonna do is clean this section of the door. I'm clean this little section right here, and I'm gonna lay out the color for this car. I'm not gonna wrap it. I'm gonna actually get it painted, but I got a sample of the color that I want for this car. So I'm gonna lay that on real quick. That way I can show y'all. Yeah, let's go. All right, so the color that I'm running is Fierce Fuchsia Pink. It's been one of my favorite colors on cars. The reason why I decided to put it on the fender itself is because I am gonna run black fenders. I don't know if I'm gonna run these fenders, but at the meantime, this is what I'm gonna be using. But I do want them black. But I think this color is very respectful for especially for my daughter, because my daughter's gonna be the one driving this in high school. So I think her friends are gonna love that. Um, Another thing is I don't know. I have 3 hoods, 280ZX hoods. One is gonna be black. One is gonna match the fierce fuchsia pink with the body, and the other hood, it's gonna be black, but that hood is when I ever want to do a downpipe shooting up the hood. I can always take the flange off, take the middle piece off that runs to back to the back of the car, and just run a downpipe that shoots up in the hood. So that one's gonna be for rare occasions. Whenever I want to just do that, just to be annoying, I'll probably do that. You know, just like for a car meet, you know, just to flex a little bit. I'll have the downpipe shoot up out of that specific hood. I also got two valve covers with that are gonna be different colors, just to switch things up. Another thing that y'all probably think will be really stupid is I am gonna run black LED lights in the engine bay. And the reason why I do that is because, you know, working in the automotive field for over almost 15 years, oil leaks. You know, this whole setup is to where I can service the car very easily. You know, I'm not struggling to get to a certain part. Everything's gonna be very accessible, very easy to get to, very easy to service. And what I want to do is I want to identify a leak right away. So having the black light and running a little bit of dye in my oil, I'll be able to identify really quick if I ever have an oil leak. So that's for me. You don't have to do that. I do that because it's pretty cool. I've always wanted to do that. You know, I just want to try it. You know, I'm gonna try it. So now that the plumbing's done, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking this all apart, start getting ready for the L28 motor. What I have to do is pull out my heads out of the garage, start boarding out the inlet and outlet ports, and once I get that complete, I'll go ahead and start putting the motor back together. All right, guys. Just to get some info done about what I'm doing to the motor. The L28 motor is, I am not gonna run a driven belt water pump. I'm gonna run an electric water pump. Yeah, they're expensive. The reliability is, if you don't wire them right, you could burn them out pretty quick. Also, if you burn it out just to get another one, it's pretty pain in the ass, but I am aware of that. I always wanted an electric water pump. I just want to run it. If I ever get tired of it, I can always go to a manual belt-driven water pump. But that's what I'm gonna do. Not gonna run a 280ZX distributor because just to get a new one, it's pretty pricey. Also, just to get a used one too, it's 50-50 chance if it works or not. So I'm just gonna avoid that. The fact that I'm running a Haltech program, I can delete the distributor and run a crank timing system in the bottom. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. We're in a new alternator. Don't know if I'm gonna run with the 240Z belt thermostat housing. May run with the L28 housing. Do not know, but I don't like how the clearance of this is. So I may fabricate a bracket that extend this out. The fact that I won't have a distributor anymore, this will be out of the way. I can run this out just a little bit more, just so that I can have enough space for AN fitting. Instead of hitting the bolt, it'll fit right here. It's a lot more space clearance on that. So that's what I'm gonna do with that area. Going to delete the cruise control pulley. That way I could just have the throttle. Everything is gonna be wire tuck. It's gonna look nice. Gonna have to weld a 90-degree bend on this so that I can run an AN fitting to my radiator housing, thermostat housing. So that's what I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run AN fittings for the radiator hoses. I think we're pretty cool. LS1 ignition coils. Obviously, I don't have room to put them on the valve cover itself. So what I'm gonna do is run LS1 ignition coils on the firewall. Gonna not use the brake booster. I'm gonna go with the Willwood brake system. So that'll be pretty cool. People are asking me for the suspension that I'm using, and I am running Techno Toy Tuning suspension. Love the quality, love the adjustments that I have. I feel that I'm gonna be very, very excited to play with these once I actually start going track or just doing anything with it. So I am running Max P rods. I will be upgrading to BC Racing coilovers. So if anybody is interested in this setup, obviously it's gonna come with the spindle, the housing, and the coilover itself. So I'm gonna get rid of this, get the BC Racing coilovers, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I can actually convert BC Racing to airbags. So that's the only reason why. I have another set of these spindles, so I'm not worried about, you know, getting rid of these. Let's see. Gonna get a fan strut, get it power coated, and then I'm either gonna run 2 electric fans or 1. I don't know yet, but I think it'll be cool to have dual. I am gonna run an oil cooler, but I cannot mount the oil cooler until I fabricate a bash bar as a bumper. That's what I'm gonna run, a bash bar as a bumper. Also for the rear, I'm gonna make a custom rear bar bash. Other than that, guys, that's it for this update. The next thing I gotta do is fabricate the blow-off valve, wastegate, make a downpipe, and then also make the downpipe to shoot up. So I gotta make 2 of those just to have them. And then, yeah, I really gotta jump on that L28 motor, but it will be done here soon. Motor's finally back from the machine shop. Got the cylinder bores bored out 40 mil, also polished. I even got it decked, cleaned. Got the crank polished, so that's good to go. And then I had the flat pistons on my 280ZX motor, but I swapped them out for a little aftermarket. This should work pretty good. And they're a little size bigger, obviously, because I went over 40 mil. Yeah, so this could be assembled. Next thing I gotta do is port and polish my inlet and outlet on my heads, on my P90 head. And should think this more gonna look pretty cool. I haven't decided what color I'm gonna paint the block. I'm deciding either charcoal yellow or just stick with black, or maybe like a bronze charcoal black. We'll see. But I'm excited that it's back at Wireworks Performance and to get assembled.